Linda and Michael met in college, and although they were completely different, they felt deep sympathy for each other and began dating. After graduation, they got married and rented an apartment on the outskirts of the city. Mike got a job in a large trading company, and Linda was in no hurry to start her career as she was engaged in her favorite hobby. She made art compositions from dried flowers and leaves. And although this business also brought a good income, the young man laughed at the occupation of his beloved one. However, after a couple of years, young people realized that they were too different, so they divorced. It was painless, as they had not yet had children. 6 months later, Mike married Sally. Soon they had 2 sons. Linda also met a nice guy named John. He played the guitar and performed at various events. And although their earnings were small, the young people were happy. When Linda became pregnant, she and John bought a small farm. Soon their son Ted was born. Meanwhile, Mike had got rich, but by that time he was already tired of family life, so he got a mistress. Sally devoted all her time to the family and was raising her sons. And although Mike had a lot of money, which he always aspired to, he was still not happy. Perhaps Linda was right when she told me that happiness is not in money. The man thought more and more often. He decided to meet his ex-wife and hired a detective to track her down. When Mike arrived at Linda's house, he was surprised that she got married and had a son. At a joint dinner, the man was convinced that this family was happy, living in a simple house and not having all the benefits that he had. After dinner, Linda said that she and her husband needed to visit an elderly neighbor. Mike thought he would never waste his time on such rubbish, but curiosity got the better of him and he asked to go with them. Mrs. Richards was 80 years old and had been bedridden for a year. She had no one but Linda's family. Seeing the poor condition of the woman, Mike offered his help, but the old woman said, "Thank you, but I don't have much left. The only thing I regret in my life is that I devoted it to making money and building my career. Because of this, I haven't given time to my son, and now we are not in touch. All I want now is to talk to Alex, then I could die in peace." Then Mike asked for the number of the old woman's son. Alex picked up the call, and the man handed the phone to Mrs. Richards. An hour later, when they entered the woman's room again, her eyes were shining with happiness. "Thank you, son. You're a good person. Please don't make my mistakes," the old lady said to Mike. The meeting with this woman left an indelible mark on Mike's soul. The next day, he learned that she had died. And although he was not emotional, the man burst into tears. He organized the funeral of the old woman, and leaving Linda's house, he gifted her husband a tractor, which he had long dreamed of. When he returned home, first of all, he asked for forgiveness from his wife. Mike's life had changed a lot since then. He had become an exemplary family man and no longer chased money. And soon his 3rd child was born.